All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada with Taishan. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, Taishan. What's your ethnicity, first of all?
I am a little bit Irish, Black Portuguese, and Native American, Cherokee, Choctaw, Blackfoot, and Sioux.
All right, and then where were you born?
In Redding, California.
Redding. That's a beautiful area.
It is.
Lots of trees.
Well, it used to be trees, except
Yeah.
the fire. When the fire went through there, it kind of burned down a lot of it.
And how old are you?
I am 36.
36. What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Are you a typical Cancer?
Yeah, I tend to be in my feelings a lot.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Do we have permission to post this video on our YouTube channel?
Yes, you do.
All right, thank you so much. Before we start your life story, which I really want to hear, can you tell us, what's your drug of choice, actually?
Opiates.
Okay. And do you dabble into anything else?
Crystal meth, and that's about it.
Okay. And then how do you survive out here?
Barely do what I have to do. Panhandling, turn tricks if I have to. I mean, I've even gone as much as even stealing just to survive, you know?
Yeah.
Just to get what I need to get.
And then how long have you been here in Vegas?
Honestly, about 8 years, I would say.
Okay, what brought you to this beautiful city?
A man.
Oh, that's a typical story. Let's take it back to Redding, California.
I'm born and raised out there. Actually, my parents live about 45 minutes outside of Redding. It's a small town called French Gulch, California.
Okay.
They live way in the mountains. They have no electricity. They run off a generator and solar. It's about 5 miles off the grid and 3 miles back in the canyon. It's actually really pretty back there.
Is that where you grew up?
Yeah.
Like that? Oh,
I grew up
wow.
in the mountains, really.
And then was there a high school in town that you went to?
The nearest town was 45 minutes away for driving. That's for gas, food, school, everything.
Okay, so you saw a lot of nature.
Yeah.
What'd you like about it growing up there?
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
It's it's real quiet. You know, so
No crime or anything?
No, not right now.
Okay. And then how'd you get to school every day?
I rode a bus.
Oh, the bus? 45-minute drive?
Yeah.
Wow. What was your high school days like? Were you popular?
No, wasn't popular. I didn't have many friends.
What was your favorite subject?
Animal, it's probably like science or not science. Just anything to do with animal, like farm.
Okay, you love animals.
Yeah.
What'd you want to become?
When I was little, a veterinarian.
And there's a great school up there somewhere, Northern California. A couple of good schools, I think. So your favorite subject was science. Anything to do with animals and probably biology, right?
Yeah.
Did you get good grades?
They were iffy. I was like in I wouldn't say like special classes, like not special needs classes,
okay.
but like I had like learning disability when I was younger in school. I had a bad learning disability, but it got a little better as I got older, you know.
Okay, so you're in the special ed program. You probably had an IEP where you
Yeah.
have a meeting once a year?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like that program? Did it help you?
From what I remember, it seemed to have helped.
Okay. Did you play any instruments or were you in any special programs?
No.
Nothing?
I played soccer when I was.
played soccer?
in
You're on a soccer
elementary school. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when did you first start dabbling into drugs?
I would say around probably 22,
Okay.
23. That was when I first tried crystal.
What led you to crystal?
Actually, I lived by myself. I had my son at the time. He was like a year and a half, 2. I had some friends over, and I noticed every time I'd get up to make him a bottle, they were still awake, still in the same spot on the couch, still awake, you know. And I asked him, I was like, well, what is that, you know? And one of them said, oh, no, you don't need to know what this is. The other one said, oh, you'll love it, Taishan. Like, you don't sleep, you don't eat, you stay awake, you have energy, you can chase the baby around. And so I tried it, and sure enough, it was everything they said.
Did you try anything else before that? Were you drinking heavily or anything?
No, I never drank. I never smoked cigarettes until I turned out after I was 18. I never did nothing.
Was there any abuse in the home growing up?
Some minor sexual abuse, but nothing. I mean, I don't say abuse. I would say. I mean, I was touched, not under my clothes, just over my clothing. I was touched a little bit. But.
Don't have to say who it was, but was it a family member or?
Yes.
It was, okay.
By marriage, through marriage, but yeah.
Okay, it wasn't direct. It wasn't your mom or dad.
No.
Okay. Did you have any positive role models growing up?
My grandmother.
What was special about her?
She was just real cheerful. She just knew exactly what to say, and whatever was going on at the time. She just knew exactly what to say. You know, I love her. She's my guardian angel.
So you do have how many children?
I've had 6 kids.
How many fathers?
I'm 6.
Oh,
6
6
really,
siblings.
yeah.
Are you close to any of your children?
No, I don't have my kids with me. The state of Nevada took my kids.
State of Nevada did?
Yeah.
Okay. Were they all living with you at one point?
I had 4 of them out of the 6. My 18-year-old, he got taken from me at a year and a half. And then after that, I had my other kids. They were with me for a while, but after I moved out here, they got taken away.
And why'd you move out here again?
My
I know
son's
you
father.
came with your boyfriend, but
Yeah.
why did you guys choose Nevada?
Well, his brother was getting out of prison, and he tried to interstate compact to California, but since he committed his crime in Nevada, they gave him a choice between Reno or here. And they lived in Reno, so they wanted to come here because I'd never been to Vegas.
Do you like it out here?
No, not really. I mean, yeah, sometimes. I mean, but out here is hard. You know what I'm saying? If I had a place to live, do something like that, you know, a roof over my head, then it would probably be easier for me. I like it. I mean, it's rough living. It's rough out here.
And you're still with your
No,
that guy?
no, I'm not.
Are you dating anyone?
No, not at this time.
Okay. Now, you're a little upset at me because I was late today and you
Yes.
lost how much was it, $1,500
It was about
date?
$1,500. Yeah, he wanted me to spend the night with him, and then part of the day, most of the day tomorrow, and he was going to give me $1,500 to do that. And
And you think, is he a regular or was it a new client?
I've seen him before, but this was the most he was willing to pay me. I've never got nearly that much before.
Is that common, $1,500?
On the strip,
Yeah.
I would say it is. I mean, I know girls that the average night they pull through like $2 or $3 grand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you start turning tricks, as you say?
About a year ago, I would say.
Okay. Or a year ago?
Yeah.
And was that out of desperation?
Yeah, I had no money or nothing, and I was offered, and I did it, and I realized it was kind of easy, but it's scary too, you know?
Yeah. Any bad experiences?
Yes.
What's the worst experience you've had?
Worst experience I had, the guy paid me, I did the date and everything, and after that, he took me for all my money. He robbed me afterwards, and he took everything I had.
Did he hurt you?
No, he kind of pinned me up against the wall a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I had bruises on my arms, but other than that, he didn't hit me or anything. It probably would have led to that if I wouldn't have just
Was it a
given him-
motel room or something?
Yes.
I'm so sorry about that. Ever had any positive experiences with a client? I mean, do you have people that don't necessarily want to have sex with you? They just want to spend time with you?
Yeah, I had a client, I would say about 6 to 8 months ago, that he was an older man. He was in his 70s, and all he wanted to do is he wanted somebody to go out to dinner with. You know, he took me out to dinner, he bought me clothes, took me out to dinner. And so he'd pay me like $300 or $400, and plus that, so I'd get a free meal. I get some new clothes, and have some money in my pocket. You know.
Do you think you need drugs to survive right now?
No, but with my addiction, it's hard. I definitely need it to function. You know, to get up and moving around, because without it, it's hard.
You're telling me that when people do heroin, they're just trying to get normal, right? But meth is not as the withdrawals aren't as bad, right?
No, I don't think there are any withdrawals from methamphetamine.
And so I asked you why would you go on to heroin, and you said it's so seductive, right? Heroin is very seductive. Can you explain what the seduction is with heroin?
Well, you really don't know that it's got you until it's too late. You know, I mean, because you can do it and you don't feel anything. Like, I mean, when I did it, it took me like probably about 4 months before I started feeling an actual withdrawal off of it. You know, I would do it and I'd wake up kind of fatigued a little bit. You know, I'd smoke. 'Cause I'm a smoker. I don't slam, so I'd smoke and then I'd get that burst of energy. You know, so I mean, it would continue on, and then one morning, you know, I mean, until it was too late, I realized that when I woke up, I was throwing up. I couldn't even get out of my bed without throwing up. My legs hurt. All my joints and my muscles hurt. Like I was nauseous. Like I couldn't function. After I took that 1 or 2 hits, it all went away. It was like back to normal again.
To survive now.
Basically, yeah.
What did it feel when you first started? What was so great about heroin? What did it make you feel like? Can you describe the feeling?
The feelings for me, I don't know. It was like eating like a bunch of edibles. I would say, like, I mean, it's just like you just chill. Your body's just so relaxed. You know, it's kind of like a float. I don't know, like kind of like you're floating. Like it's like a floaty high. I guess I don't know how to explain it.
And then it goes away, right? You never get that same high again.
No.
What would you say to a young person, or let's say one of your children, you discovered is thinking about using heroin, how would you talk him out of it?
Oh no, I would ask him not to do it. I would ask him not to do it. You know, it's because it's not as fun as people put out to be. Especially if you're a beginner and somebody's trying to get you to do it, just don't do it because it's not cool. It's going to ruin your life.
What about prostitution? What are your views on prostitution, whether it's positive or negative?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't have gotten into it if I didn't need the help at that time.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's like I need it. It comes naturally for me now. You know, I mean, I sometimes I look forward to doing it. I mean,
you look forward to. Okay.
Sometimes
yeah,
I do.
Honest.
I mean, some people look
why
forward
do
to
you look forward
it.
to doing it?
Because you never know who you're going to meet.
Are there red flags you look for before you go into a car with a guy? If it's the way they look, or what they're driving, or even their race? I mean, some
as
women.
In what? Like if they're like the police, or
if they're
what?
the police, or is there a certain type of men that you don't date, or?
I generally don't date blacks unless they're over 50.
It's not because you're racist, because you're part
No,
black.
I had mixed kids, and most of my kids are black.
Yeah, so it's not. Let's get that clear. You're not racist.
I'm not racist at all.
But you don't. What's the reason for that?
Honestly, because a lot of them they have pet mentality. They just want to just
That's what everyone says, though.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not racist. I have every race but Asian in my kids, so I'm not racist.
Oh, you never dated an Asian?
No.
Why? Is it because you never?
I just never met one. I've never met one I really clicked with.
Okay, that's cool. So you have your babies are different races, all kinds.
Yes.
That's cool. What races?
Black, Mexican, Italian, and white and Portuguese, Native American.
Cool. Have you ever been sober for like long periods of time?
Yeah.
How'd you get sober?
Through a program.
Okay.
It's court-ordered program.
Court-ordered. How long was the longest?
Almost 3 years, I would say.
Oh, that's amazing. How'd you remain sober?
With the help of the other ladies in the house, and when you're around a bunch of sober people, you don't think about going out and doing drugs or something, because when you're a user, you generally hang out with users.
Yep.
If you're doing heroin or crystal, you're not gonna hang out with somebody that's completely sober that doesn't do that kind of stuff.
And then were you going to NA or AA? Or
I was doing some NA. I was doing a little bit of both, NA and AA.
How'd you fall off the wagon?
It was just a relapse.
Just relapse?
Yeah.
Was there a reason? Was there a trigger, or just you got bored?
Yeah, it was the trigger. I went over to go see a friend I haven't seen in a long time, and they were doing it, and let me just get one hit.
You had the relapse. When was that?
Oh, it was years ago.
Oh, so you've been using for years now?
Oh yeah, I've been using heroin for 13 years.
Oh, so you need professional help.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to get sober?
I would like to, but if I'm gonna continue to live on these streets right now, it helps me, out in the street. Yeah.
You need help
I need to get professional help to do it.
Okay. Sobriety comes up. What's your thoughts? Do you get anxiety? Do you get hope? Do you feel hope? Or
what do you mean?
Like if someone says, "Hey, you need to get sober," or let's take you to treatment. What are the feelings you get? What are your feelings about treatment?
I'm scared. More or less because I know. I mean, I know they'll put me on the right medication to help me with my detoxes. But the first thing that comes to my mind is the pain that I'm gonna go through.
The pain you're gonna go through. Have you researched where to go if you do want to get clean?
No.
You don't know what area? Okay.
No, really. I've heard a lot about
West
Care and a couple of the programs out here. But
Crossroads, West Care, some other ones.
Yeah.
Okay. I can give you some information on that after the interview.
Okay.
What do you want people to know about you?
I'm a nice person. I have a good heart. I'm really sweet. I love it. I'm willing to try. I mean, like anything. I mean, I'm very open-minded. Okay. So I get along with pretty much everybody.
I forgot one thing. You're an animal lover.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
That's
I love
a big
animals.
one. If you're kind of animals, you're a good person.
Yes, I love animals. I mean, a lot of them like me too.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I met this girl and her dog did not really like. He was picky about who would he allow around her or try to allow around her because she put him in the back a lot of times, But one day he got off his leash and she was really scared. And she was like, "Oh, my dog!" So just don't make no sudden movements because he might bite you.
Yeah.
And so I'm scared. So I'm just sitting there, because she had a big dog. She had a bull mastiff, so he's a big dog,
Big dog.
And he came running up to me and he started sniffing me, and then he just laid down by my feet. And so I was, like I said, scared to move. And he got back up after a while. Then he licked my hand. And he kind of moved my hand, like noticed my hand, so I landed on top of his head, like he wanted me to pet him. You know.
You have those powers.
and I pet them, and it was really strange. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple times that's happened to me. Is people say they could be aggressive, but they turn out to be the sweetest animals ever.
They can sense a good person. What's the best thing that someone has ever done for you?
Well, I remember one time I was with my 5th child. I believe I was pregnant, and I was over there on Las Vegas Boulevard on the Palazzo, the bridge, holding a sign. It just said, pregnant, homeless, anything helps, God bless. That's all I put on the sign.
Yeah.
I saw this man. He was, walking past me. He'd walk past me and go down the escalators. He walked past me again. And then the last time he walked past me, he handed me something, and it was money, but I didn't know, how much it was or whatever. He's like, here, hon, I hope this helps. God bless you. And so I told him, thank you so much, God bless. Well, without thinking, I just put the money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look and see what it is. Well, when I was just putting it in my pocket, I felt like a plastic piece, like a $100 bill. You feel that plastic blue piece or whatever.
Yeah.
I felt that, and so I took it. At that point, I was curious, what he gave me, and that man gave me $350.
Wow, you didn't know who he was? He didn't ask you for
I did
sex
not know
or
who he was or anything. No, he just gave it to me and told me, God bless, hope it helped, and he walked away from me.
They're good people in the world. All right, so then what's the best thing that you've done for somebody?
Actually, I was gambling, and I hit a little bit of a jackpot, So I was walking on Las Vegas Boulevard, and I saw a lady. She was homeless, and she had 2 kids, and all she was asking was for food. And I asked her where she was staying. She said she was on the streets with her kids, and so I ended up buying her some food, and I got her a motel for like 2 days.
Oh, that's awesome. You've been using hard now for 13 years. Do you feel your body's breaking down?
Yes.
What parts of your body are breaking down?
Everything.
Well, you're mentally there.
I mean, some days.
Yeah.
Some days.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Mostly like in my joints, in my bones.
Yeah.
I feel it like from sitting down for a long period of getting up from sitting down, or when it's really cold outside, I feel it. It affects your whole body. It really does.
Say one of our subscribers wants us to help you in Vegas. What's something that someone could do for you right now to help you if they have the resources?
I can use housing. Right now, I'm living in a tent under a bridge.
Housing would help you? What if they provided housing with the promise that you would go to treatment? Would you do it?
Yeah.
What scares you about treatment? The pain?
Yeah, and I just don't like being around people I don't know, a bunch of people I don't know.
But you're around people you don't know all the time.
Well, yeah, but it's different.
Yeah, some of these people are scary. With the people you'll be around over there, a lot of professional people will be there.
Right.
You'll be around a safe environment. And, it took you many years to get to this point. You had a lot of fun, a lot of pain, and you just have to be willing to.
No, I think I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to be willing to deal with the pain. I mean, I went through it too. You're gonna get the crazy withdrawals. The psychological trauma is almost suicidal sometimes. I know.
Well, when you're using as well, you're all those emotions. They kind of disappear. So when you're sober, you're gonna get all these emotions that you're not used to getting.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you just need someone to give you that first help.
Yeah, I would take it.
You would take it?
I would take it.
Yeah. Do you believe, are you even a higher power?
I believe in higher power. I don't believe in Jesus Christ or anything. No, some days I would say I do. Some days I don't. Some days, I'm still. It's still rocky for me a little bit.
You can get clean. I'm telling you, life will be great. And you have my number if you need any help or support or a ride anywhere. I'm usually here on the weekends.
Okay.
This time I'm here for a week or 2, but yeah, so I'm always around. All right, what was your favorite job?
I probably working at Burger King. I had a lot of fun there. because I was a closer, so we would have, just only probably 4 or 5 employees there. We closed down the restaurant, but we goofed around a lot. It was fun.
Yeah. What's your favorite animal?
It used to be horses, but I would have to say dogs. I like all animals. I love all animals, but I would say a dog.
Okay, you got a dog now or no?
No, I didn't. She passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Animals are great.
Yes, they are.
Rainy or sunny?
It doesn't matter. With me being anemic, I would have to. I would probably say summer because I'm always cold. But I love the smell of rain. When it's really hot outside or when it's warm and it starts raining. I love that smell. That smells so good.
Morning or night person?
I would say night.
Night. Are you on time or always late?
I'm on time.
Are you? Like today, and I was late.
Yes.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
I would say probably between lunch and dinner.
Are you a romantic person?
I can be.
Yeah?
I can be.
Are you faithful?
Yes.
What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
the gelato, the pistachio gelato.
All right, if you had a time machine and you could go back to any year in the past, what would it be?
April 8th, 2004.
Why is that?
That's when my son was born, my firstborn.
Oh, amazing. What's one song that you could listen to and you never get sick of?
There's a lot of them.
Or name me a couple.
Rihanna, Love on the Brain,
Okay.
Five Finger Death Punch, Bad Company, Zach Brown Band, Free.
Zach who?
Zach Brown Band,
Okay.
Free. It's called Free. I don't know. Ozzy Osbourne, Dreamer.
Oh, that's a good one. Last question. What was your favorite concert?
I would say Motley Crue.
You have a good taste in music.
It's an
You like that
interesting
band?
story how I got those tickets too. You want to hear it? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, I was in Reno with my son's father, and we were walking through the Atlantis Casino. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they were closing up poker tables. Well, I saw an iPhone that was dropped on the ground, so we picked it up. We turned it off. Next day, turned it back on, and an alarm went over the phone saying, "This one's been lost or stolen. Please call." We called the number, and just to make a long story short, it was a man on the phone. Said, "Okay, well, you can meet us at Starbucks at the Atlantis. Somebody's gonna come down. They're gonna pay you." It was gonna be a woman. Well, the woman comes down. She hands us a $100 poker chip, and she's like, "Here, my boyfriend wanted me to give this to you."
Yeah.
And so as she was leaving, she said, "Hey, do you guys want to go to a concert tomorrow night?" And I was like, "Who's playing?" And she's like, "My boyfriend. He's a lead singer."
Lead singer of
I was
Motley
like,
Crue?
Yeah, I was like, Who's your boyfriend? And she saw Vince Neil. I was like, "You're lying." Like, I didn't even believe her. And sure enough, I met his girlfriend Rain. That was her phone that she had dropped on accident when she was at poker tables. And I got 4 VIP passes to go see him and Alice Cooper in concert.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What year was that?
Honestly, it was like it was on the final tour through Reno, so I'm not
Reno
sure.
tour?
I think it was like 6 or 7 years
Yeah.
ago, probably.
They had some wild songs.
Yeah,
Girls, Girls, Girls was my favorite
Yeah.
back in the day.
they
Yeah.
played that one too.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
this interview, Tayshawn. Do you have any questions for me?
Not at this time.
All right. Well, thank you so much. God
Thank
bless
you.
you.
You too.
And we'll keep in touch, and hopefully we can do an update when
That
you're
sounds
clean.
great. That sounds great.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.